This is a mess. Yeah, but it's very pathetic because yeah, just simple letters. I mean, they're just textbook. Okay. Why? Why she is beautiful? Why is she beautiful? You know why? The answer is math. Why is baseball interesting? Why is baseball exciting? You know why? The answer is math. Why are people enthused by music? The answer is
Math.
yes. Many people think about math is very difficult. But even if my major is mathematics, it's very tricky for me. But what do you use in your life? At work, at restaurant, at bank, at home, right? And we usually use computers, cell phone, or
computer, cell phone.
Computer, cell phone. You know why? Because all comes from the math, and all comes from using the math. And so, if you don't mind, can I ask some question about math? But it's very simple. What time is enough? There you go. There is math. There is math. And yeah. How many cups of coffee do you have in a day? Yes, she's counting. There is math. Okay. The last question. What is your favorite number?
Favorite number?
Yes.
3.
3.
Yeah.
There is math. Face. Many people have a lot of different face ratio. Ratio is sort of math, and then it's like a robot, isn't it? Right? This math is based on rectangles or triangles or some decagons. And this mask is used in plastic surgeon industry, and it's like, I don't know why, but it's like a not human being, right? But look at her. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. And her face is almost perfect ratio. And who's this?
Perfect
I put
ratio.
on my face to face ratio, and yeah, I don't have perfect face ratio. And now I can see why my friends, people call me a horse face. I have long chin. The golden ratio. that is really natural, and it occurs in your life, in our life, and 1 to 1.618. That is golden ratio numbers, and maybe everyone has this card, Metro Pass. That is based on golden ratio. And are anybody smokers in here? Yeah. Thank you. Because cigarette packs are also based on golden ratio. This is my cigarette case. And credit cards, your IDs, whatever. Maybe I can imagine how we use this golden ratio. So sports, I already mentioned about baseball, but my hobby is soccer. And Major League. When I watch a film which is based on Moneyball, and Brad Pitt is coming. So you have to see.
You have to see
So using this equation in the upper left right here, I'm projecting that you're doing at least 9 minutes in order to make this postseason. You need to score at least 814 runs in order to win those games and allow no more than 645 runs.
What's this?
This is the code that I've written for our year-to-year projections. This is building in all the intelligence that we have to project players. It's about getting things down to one number. Using the stats the way we read them, we'll find valuable players that nobody else can see. People are overlooked for a variety of biased reasons and perceived flaws. Age, appearance, personality. Bill James and mathematics cut straight through that. Billy, of the 20,000 notable players for us to consider, I believe that there is a championship team of 25 people that we can afford, because everyone else in baseball undervalues them.
That story was a real story in Major League Baseball, and Billy Beans, Oakland A's GM, which is general manager, he found players, and because he's manager, and he was successful to find players undervalued in Major League Baseball. And then, but first time it didn't work. They need more time. They need more information about how they were doing in that season. And then it worked after, and then they did win 20 games in a row. He used statistics, and each as videos said about that. Numbers was evaluated players' worth, and then that sounds very good because we could be evaluated by using numbers, but it's okay because we see just who you are, right? No? Right. Music.
on Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Why do people like this song? Because of dance? Yeah. The answer is pattern and repetition. Patterns and repetition are kind of maths idea, maths idea. And most musicologists say that patterns are repetition, a melody, a motif. These are keys of music. Doesn't make sense. And so, but we can say about that. What about random? Random, when we play random, when we listen to random music, but we call that is music. But random is not easy to make people feel better, or random is difficult to make people feel better. So patterns and repetition are really important in music, and they make music better. And we always expect, we repeat music, and we set up. We don't know about that. We set up and we expect about the repetition, and or sometimes we break up and it makes feel better when we listen to the music. And we turn back original rhythm or patterns, and then we just go repetition. So math is based on everywhere, right? Do you think? Right? Math. When I was a freshman in my university, I was majoring chemistry, but I changed because I really like to study math, and I really had enough confidence to study not English, math. And math is really critical in the world, and math is really used to study. And when we gain math is idea or math is knowledge, and it works because it makes us to resolve, to find problems, and to organize a complicated situation or problems. And then, so that's why math is very important in our life, and math. And then I'm going to use this kind of letters, and then I will show some graph. So give me a second. Can you read this?
Oh, man.
Yes. Math. Yeah, I'm going to show about. I showed about to use this math, and then I write this. That is math. That is not math. Thank you.
Well, that was absolutely excellent. In fact, it was so inspiring that it inspired me to write a poem. I'd like to read that poem for you.
Oh my god.
That was over way too soon. June. That hurts me. Wrong that one. We all learned that 1 + 1, seen the right way, can equal fun. There's more. Your presentation did not lack. Now it's time for judges' feedback.
Oh man, it's going to be tough to do better than that. Wow, you made it difficult for me, Will. Okay, June, you know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say. So, I think you needed a little bit more energy. You needed a climax. Climax is your style is relaxed style. I know your style. There's no ignoring you when you speak, but I think you were a little too conscious of English this time, right? And maybe the confidence that you have about your teaser needed to be all the way through your presentation. That said, just the strength of the first few minutes was just awesome. So I hope you take that what you did there was really, really great. If you're brave enough, you can watch it on the playback on YouTube or on Facebook. But I thought that those first few minutes were just amazingly good. So yeah, good job. Very good. Yeah.
Again, as he said, ditto. Definitely. And you used just about the body language, you had a great sense of humor, so you captured your audience right away. So that was very well done. As he mentioned, in regards of the flow, I noticed you had a little hesitation at points in your presentation and nervousness. However, you were clear with your sections and your subjects. So you were a little nervous, but you were clear with each section as each module that I would say here. Your conclusion is good. So as I say, it's good to have the introduction and conclusion that keeps them intact, which you definitely did. As I said, a little redundant, as something he said, more enthusiasm, but you spoke clearly to me. You did speak clearly. And as I say with body language, be careful of your posture. So one thing I noticed, when you went to the board to write the drawing, you dragged your feet. So someone was like, oh. You know what I mean? If you walk like, people can tell you're looking forward to it. You know what I mean? So that's something you want to stay conscious of. You know, like a lady who may be wearing heels, that she's just kind of, you know, but she has to walk up with her posture, with her heels on, right? So that shows a lot of confidence. Your questions that you had to the audience justified your title. So I like that when people use their questions, make sure they're remembering their title, right? And try not to block the slides, as I say before, because you know you have your judges here, you may have people sitting here, so you sometimes want to sit in the middle of the room, and that actually helps the person or any presenter to point to it with all sides of the room being able to grasp what you're actually explaining. And one thing when the suggestion is if you were comparing, remember you're doing a lot of comparison throughout your slide. right? It was you versus math. So to keep the audience engaged, the suggestion was to have not this first slide and then another slide, a couple slides after, to base it, to prove the point. It's almost like splitting the slide in half, so they can see the comparison right away. That would really help to keep them engaged and see, okay, what did that relate to? You know what I mean? So that's a good, that's a suggestion I have right there. And last but not least, I love props. So you see that you had your props with your cigarettes, your TTC pass. So that's very well done.